This is Lady Gaga, the first album that she ever released in 2008. The front of the album is a clear picture of her face. The most iconic thing about this picture would be her sunglasses, as they're covering her face. They're kind of different to a normal pair of sunglasses. That her name is written in bold writing across the bottom, Lady Gaga, and the album title in the corner of the sunglasses, The Fame. There is shadow. Her face seems to be kind of shadowed, and like you can't really see much of it, so it's kind of like hiding something maybe. Like her fringe covers her forehead, the sunglasses cover her eyes, and there's shadowing across the half of her face. As you can see, the sunglasses, they're quite different. This could get like a slight indication about Lady Gaga herself as an artist, as she is a very different artist. At the corner of this, there is advertisement for her first two songs, Just Dance and Poker Face. This is kind of, because it was her first album, she wasn't really established. People have to sort of know the songs before they bought the album, whereas now, if you went into the shop, you wouldn't even need to know one of the songs on it, you just buy it because it is Lady Gaga. The inside of the album, you can see straight away the CD-ROM, there we go, and then we can see the cover of her booklet. As you can see, the booklet is quite like, the first image is her putting a very dramatic, theatrical pose under a spotlight holding a microphone above her head. Take the book out. So the noticeable thing is that she's wearing this outfit, this leather outfit with a hood, like really tight, seductive, you know. It kind of gives off imagery of the devil. She's stood and she's looking over her shoulder towards the audience. This kind of means that she's got one over on everyone else. Right, she is the boss, kind of. Yeah, and also, I think she's taken influence from Michael Jackson quite a lot because she's wearing that glove, and a lot of pop artists nowadays have been influenced by Michael Jackson's work, his style, the rhythm of his music, just kind of, that's who they kind of base themselves on. This image here of her with the lightning bolt across her face is quite a famous image because the lightning bolt is known to be one of the most famous, like, iconic symbols from Lady Gaga, which makes you know who she is. I think that was a good idea of her because when she wasn't famous, no one really got her. So, this is the next image of her holding. She looks like the devil basically, and she's got the fringe covering her face, and she's got that same stance where she's sort of bending down and looking over at this. Then there's more images, just like her in the background. And then chains, which kind of symbolises sex, money, just a lot of things. The pictures in here, like, kind of show diamonds and money and, like, kind of like rich outfits and, like, cities, backgrounds, which is kind of a materialistic lifestyle and, like, an image for everyone to be looking at. And I think it's kind of mocking other pop artists, because Lady Gaga isn't necessarily about that. Like, she kind of, her normal songs aren't really about materialistics and getting money. But as you know, the album is called The Fame, and yeah, it's kind of about her reach for fame. The CD is a very neutral colour compared to, it's like a neutral pastely blue compared to the other blues in the album that are shown. For example, this colour blue, and the neutral colour blue of the diamonds as the background also clashes with the blues at the front. But the colour it does go matches is the name of her album and the name of her, Lady Gaga. So yeah, that's very neutral. And also, interestingly, it has the Fame written in the lightning bolt, which is, like I said earlier, the iconic thing about Lady Gaga. The CD case is pretty much diamonds, crystals, whatever you like to call them, and it's going along with the whole fame, materialistic idea, like I said before. It's just kind of glittery, and it matches this on her sunglasses, and then it goes all matches with the diamonds on here, so it has like a theme running through it of like diamante and like blue. Last part of the deconstruction of this digipack I'm going to do is the track list. On the back of the track list, I'll just quickly explain, it has got the same picture of from the middle, and yeah, it's just got the lightning bolt showing quite clearly. Yeah, it's got the lightning bolt showing quite clearly, and just a picture of her in her dramatic pose, and then her name at the bottom, and then just sort of like advertisements, how to like get hold of her, like her MySpace, Twitter, all that jazz. The track list is Just Dance. This was her first track that she ever released, and it was a hit. It was basically made her famous. Love Game, Paparazzi, Poker Face, I Like It Rough, AA, Starstruck, Beautiful Dirty Rich, The Fame, Money Honey, Boys Boys Boys, Paper Gangster, Brown Eyes, Summer Boy, and Disco Heaven, and Again and Again. They were the 2 bonus tracks for this album. The theme that runs across in all of the tracks is kind of like fame, like Money Honey, Love Game, Paparazzi, like all that kind of the good side of like being famous. Boys, 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 you know, and it's kind of like has got some seductive tracks like I Like It Rough, because most pop tracks, like artists, they don't normally have a kind of theme or like a story running through the album, as like most rock albums, they often have a kind of like story behind each song, whereas this is kind of like pure like materialistic albums and stuff. So yeah, that is the digipack deconstruction of Lady Gaga, The Fame.